since I've been here, I've noticed that it's a university that promotes integration of different countries, such as the events they hold, like International Cooking Day, for example. The last edition was really fun. We took part in it. We represented Nigeria. It was very nice, and it made me feel like this is a place that welcomes people from different parts of the world.
Podcast WSB-NLU po godzinach. Maksymilian Motyka. Witam serdecznie. Witam w kolejnym odcinku naszego podcastu i dzisiaj kontynuujemy nasze rozmowy z zagranicznymi studentami. Naszym dzisiejszym gościem jest Michael Thomas. Jest to student WSB-NLU z Nigerii. Hello.
Hi.
And so you're from Nigeria?
That's correct, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how would you describe your country to some like a ordinary person from Poland or maybe some other country?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question. Nigeria is very different from Poland in a lot of things. It's not as orderly as Poland is. It's a little bit more chaotic. But because of that, I would say it's more fun to live in. The people are more expressive. The food, Nigerian food is very nice. And the weather is beautiful. Because in Poland, you have 4 seasons. So there are times where it's really cold, like the winter, and there are times where it's quite warm, like the summer. But in Nigeria, it's usually around the middle most of the year. So it's not hot, it's not cold, it's just fun.
Yeah.
So Nigeria is a very great place, and the cultural aspect is a nice point as well, because music is a very big part of our culture. So once you get into Nigeria, you would feel a different cultural experience. Let's put it like that.
Okay, that's interesting. And that part of that you recall that Nigerian people are more expressive. I remember myself the memes about smiles in Polish, which is like a ordinary face gesture. But I believe that that Nigerian people could be more expressive because the Polish people are not as much.
No, not as much, definitely.
But keeping to your story, was studying in Europe was always part of your plan, or was it something that like just happened?
It was definitely part of the plan. Because I'm someone that always wanted to explore the world. Europe in general, Europe is my favorite continent, just because of how everything is. It's like, to me, I see Europe as one big country in a way, because the ease of going between one country to the other, it's like I'm going from one city to the next. So I've always been a fan of Europe, and I was like, definitely for my university, I would like to explore and school in one of the countries in Europe.
Okay. And what made you choose specifically Poland as your study destination?
Truth be told, honestly, it was one of the most affordable options. Because in terms of tuition fees, countries like Germany, Belgium, they are ridiculously expensive. So I would be honest and say that the number one factor was the affordability of education in Poland.
Okay. And that's good to know, especially that, as a student, you're also gaining some kind of let's say, rewards or maybe, cheaper options to choose from, for example, for transportation things.
Yeah. Well, like Poland is I'm glad it was quite affordable, because it gave me the opportunity to be able to come here and then discover other things for myself. Because I've been here for almost 2 years. I got here September 2023. So almost 2 years. And so far, I've been loving life in Poland. It's been great.
And how did you come across WSB-NLU?
I was looking for affordable schools that I could study computer science. And during my research, WSB came up. So I made my research, and I saw that they offered the course I'm interested in at an affordable price. So I was like, why not? You know?
Okay. Okay, and beside the economical things, was there something in particular that stood out about the university?
From the online,
Mm-hmm.
from like checking the university online, I didn't really read too much into it because I was more focused on the educational and economical side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've been here, I've noticed that it's a university that promotes integration
Mm-hmm.
of different countries, such as the events they hold, like International Cooking Day, for example.
Mm-hmm.
The last edition was really fun. We took part in it. We represented Nigeria. It was very nice, and it made me feel like this is a place that welcomes people from different parts of the world.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So you don't feel I'm away from home. I'm lonely, things like that. No, there are a lot of people that you can interact with that are sharing the same experience as you are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice from that aspect. So.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a moment. But before that, another question from me about your first impressions after you got here, because you said that the economical things was the main factor in determining which university and which country you would choose from. But what were your first days like, both at the university and in Nowy Sącz?
That's a very good question again, because I was lucky. I would say lucky enough to be able to stay with a friend of mine that was Polish.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're having classes together online. Because I started classes back home,
Yep,
in Nigeria, so we knew each other. So I stayed with him for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
Free of charge. I didn't have to pay anything. I didn't have to look for a house.
Mm-hmm.
So from that aspect, I really liked it because I didn't have to worry about anything. I got the country. I was like, I wouldn't say I was amazed because I'd been in Europe before, but I'm like, yeah, this I'm gonna enjoy living here. I'm gonna enjoy living here. It's a nice place. Nowy Sącz in particular, very quiet, very slow paced, and I enjoy that.
Okay. And was there anything that surprised you or felt very different from what you were used to or expecting?
The weather.
The weather.
The weather. The weather was a big shock. Because as I said, I got here in September. So September it's not cold, technically. The September is not cold. But for me, because of the temperature I was used to, I was cold in September. So I was like, okay, cool. I shouldn't be surprised, I should have expected this. I was like, cool. September went along, October, November.
And then it comes the worst.
It came the worst. Winter was difficult. To say the least. The first winter was very challenging for me. Just trying to get used to how things were. Snow everywhere. It gets to at first you like snow. You see snow, you're like, oh, snow is quite nice. And then it gets to a point that you're, I don't want to see snow anymore.
Yeah, it starts to disturb.
Yeah. So the shock would be the weather.
Yeah, and also the winter is like a pretty depressing season. I mean,
it's very dark.
It's very dark. The daylight is very short.
It's not. I'll just say the first winter was challenging. Let's put it like that. It's a very challenging time.
I get it. We also let's say having a hard time when the winter strikes. I mean, it gets to the point, probably from my perspective, at mid-January or February, when there's a peak of a short days and the long night time. That it feels like weird because for example, you're going to the university or to the school, you're going in the morning when it's still dark, you're going here, spending the time, it gets dark again, and then you're going back home and it's already dark outside.
It was really weird as for me to be fair. Because I remember going to class at like 4:30, 5, and it was already completely dark outside. I just didn't want to go to class, but then I had to. So
okay, so let's set the weather outside. Did you experience any culture shocks as your first impressions? I mean, you during your first days here.
The food. The way we prepare dishes is quite different, because the taste we especially Nigerians, and for my tribe in Nigeria, because there are tribes in Nigeria, we like really spicy food, really almost 90% of our food is spicy. So when I got here and I tried pierogi, it wasn't the best for me. Then later I tried kotlets schabowy.
Kotlet schabowy.
Tak,
it's a pork chop cutlet.
Yeah.
A schnitzel.
Don't get me wrong, it's nice. But I'm more used to the dishes having more kick to it, more spice, more, but little by little, I've started to get used to it. I'm even introducing my Polish friends to be adding more spice in their food, so they'll see how we eat food in Nigeria. So that was the biggest culture shock. Biggest culture shock for me, the food, because I like food.
Okay. I guess I can recommend you something to, for example, try something from the Hungarian cuisine.
Hungarian?
Because the Hungarians used a lot of pepper in their dishes, which could make maybe not that spicy, but probably it will raise some spiciness up comparing to our dishes, which is like very mid in order of being hot.
I'll take note. Maybe I'll try some very soon. Hungarian dishes.
Okay. Okay. And now let's talk about your academic life. And just before I ask the proper question, you are not a part of an exchange program. So I think you're studying here on a full program.
Full time, yes.
And how would you describe the classes and teaching style here at the university, or maybe your opinion, or maybe not, or your feelings about that?
It's very different in a good way, because the classes, there are two types of classes that we have: lectures, laboratories, and projects. So because of that, they're able to focus individually on things. Like lecture part of is more of just like passing across information, just teaching you what you need to know so you can go study on your own, while the laboratory part of the classes is like you do the practical aspect. And especially for my course, computer science, the practical aspect is very necessary, it's very important. So you could take what you've learned from the lecture part of the classes into the labs, help you out, you're able to practicalize what you learned. And then comes the project, where whatever you've learned from both the lecture and the lab classes, can now put it into something and make a project, for example, because most of the courses require you to make projects. So because of all of that, it's not passive learning. It's active. So you'll be able to learn more, you'll be able to practice more. So when you get to the real world, it's not like, oh, I know this in my head, but I'm not able to do it. You would have already done it in classes. So it's, from that aspect, I love it. It's very nice.
So the project-based learning is like a good thing for you?
100%. 100%.
Okay. And maybe have you noticed like differences compared to how things regarding education are done in your home country?
That's what, in my home country, Nigeria, they focus mostly on the theoretical aspect, on the lecture. So you could have, in a week, you could have only lecture classes, only lecture. There's hardly any practical. Some universities in Nigeria, they still, coding is a big part, writing code is a big part of computer science, right? Instead of doing it on computers, a lot of universities still use paper.
Mm-hmm.
They write out the code on paper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they are not focused. They just want you to know the syntax, but they don't allow you to practice it.
Mm-hmm.
Allow you to build upon your knowledge to improve on it. So I would say it's very different. I much prefer the teaching style here.
Okay. And about your learning, you're on the computer science, and have you decided on your specialization already?
Yeah, I'm in my third year. In fact, I'm finishing my third year. So
okay,
this second semester, third year. So I'm on cybersecurity specialization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I chose cybersecurity because although I've mentioned that coding is a big part of computer science, I personally don't enjoy coding. I personally don't enjoy to code.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they offer game development, graphic design, cybersecurity, and applications development.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a big fan of graphic design either. You know, the creativity aspect of things. I more prefer to follow like protocols, to follow things that are already on ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like, cybersecurity would be a big fit for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I like to, because there are already steps you need to take to achieve this, to achieve that. So like, cybersecurity would be nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good to know. And about your maybe not exactly the first impressions, or maybe the question is, what kind of support have you received as an international student? And I'm not referring not only to the first impressions, but how do you solve problems that that might occur during the academic life?
Problems academically, or those problems in general?
Maybe in general, I would say. You know, it's a kind of an interesting perspective from the person from the other country.
I'm type of person that, especially when I get to a strange place, a new place, I like to make friends. You know, so that I'll be able to reach out in case I do need help. You know, so anything I've needed, for example, I just got my license, my Polish license. You know, and I was only able to do that because I had friends that I could ask, oh, what do I need to do? Because I had to study for my the theoretical part of my driver's license. Yeah, you are familiar with the test.
Yeah,
it's a little bit tricky. So they provided me with the resources and every other thing I needed. So that's just an example that came off the top of my head. So I would say I've been able to receive support from friends, a lot of friends. But when it comes to matters of the school, academic matters, like maybe my documents, for example, you know, the school is very helpful in anything you need to do. The marketing department, the recruitment, and the dean's office, for sure. They provide you just need to go there, and they'll provide you with everything you need, to be honest, straightforward. You know, I haven't had any issues with. Very nice.
Good to know. Especially that in Poland there is some like of a let's say a meme about the dean's office and other universities in general, which is made full of the ladies that they are having the coffee break during their whole shift. And you know, it's good to know that there is a dean's office, especially at the university of this university, that actually makes the stuff going.
Yeah, they really help you out, to be honest. Really, really.
Okay, and you've mentioned that you've also got the necessary help from friends. And how easy was it to connect with other students, both Polish and international?
I would say this. In Poland, the number one place you need to be to make friends is our parties. Is our parties, because Polish people like to party. You know, there's always a party going on somewhere. You know, and from there you would meet people doing the same course as you in the same university, even from different universities. You know, that you meet at a party, you connect from there, and something builds. You know, you all become very good friends. You know, and also events, school events I've met a lot of people from school events as well, like the International Cooking Day, for example. I met a lot of people that day that we've become very close. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a big aspect of it.
About the school events, because you mentioned the International Cooking Day, how does it look like? I mean, describe it to the someone presumably who will be watching us or listening to our talk, to someone who is unfamiliar with this event. How would you describe it?
Well, the main purpose of the event, I mean, it has a lot of reasons why it's being done, but the main is to raise money for charity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but some of the other benefits that come with it is, as I said, the integration of different countries. Because basically, the event is about, apart from raising money for charity, is a lot of countries present, even countries that are not present but could be represented by others that are familiar with the cuisines of said countries, prepare dishes, a lot of dishes, different dishes from Brazil, Japan, different places. And they come together, the big and the big hall. Everybody presents the food and people just have their fill of the food. You can go wherever you want. There's always something nice to eat. So it's very nice. It was very lovely. I had a lot of things that I don't remember their names. But I do remember they were quite delicious. They're quite delicious. So it's a very nice event. You meet people, you see, it's not only the food. A lot of people express their countries by their dress as well. So you could see some countries also showing the way the dress in their country. So it's a very big cultural event, I would say.
Okay. And how were people reacting to your dishes from Nigeria?
Guys. I don't mean to brag. No, I mean to brag. I will brag. Our food finished first. It was quite delicious, guys. I'm telling you guys, now you should try Nigerian food. So it was like we sold out. We didn't sell out because it's not like we're collecting money, but our table was empty really fast. We didn't even get to try our food.
Nice.
Right?
That's good to know. So to summarize that, I think that you feel like a part of a community here.
100%. I do. My first my first semester, like the first 5-6 months, I felt kind of, I was in a different country. Things were different because at that time I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't go out much. So, but as soon as I started interacting with people, going to events, I started to feel more at home. And now I really like Novi Sad. I would actually stay here. So it's quite nice.
And have you visited some other cities in Poland, or maybe in Europe? Like not only in Poland. Oh, that's the.
I've been to a few. In Poland, I've been to Łódź, Warszawa, Krakow, Katowice. I think that's about it. And some other smaller cities as well, like Sosnowiec. I don't know if like some other smaller places as well. But for Europe in general, of course, you can't come to Europe and not go to Paris. You can't come to Europe and not go to Paris. So I've been to Paris. Last year I went to Den Haag. Den Haag in the Netherlands. It was a nice time.
Okay. Nice. And about your daily life, I will just go to this section, and we probably have to speed up a bit because we have a really nice conversation, and I have still some topics to cover. What does your everyday student life look like? Maybe you have some routines, or maybe how your studies, how your study time looks like, for example.
Personally, because I can only talk from a personal perspective.
Yeah, personal aspect.
Personal perspective. Classes are held at very different times, so the days are different. So if classes are held in the mornings, like 8 to like 10, that you go to classes, after classes. I personally go to the gym because I need to keep in shape. Then I might hang out with some friends till like late in the evening. Then go back home. If I have some things I need, some assignments, some tasks I need to complete, I do that. If I need to study something, I would study. Then whatever the night takes me, I'm gonna go from there. But if it's later, the classes are later. Usually in the morning, I would probably go to the gym, and then the rest of the day after classes, same study, chill with friends, and then get home, prepare something to eat, watch a movie or something.
And what do you enjoy most about living in Poland? After you have settled here, let's say like that.
The peace and quiet. The peace and, like in Novi Sącz in particular, because I know different countries, different cities are like bigger cities are a lot more fast paced. But living in Novi Sącz I like how everything is so calm. People are never in a hurry. People take their time with everything. And coming from a city in Nigeria that a lot of things are really fast, I quite enjoy how slow everything is. So that's nice for me.
Okay. Any favorite local sports, dishes, or traditions?
Right now, my favorite Polish food would still be cutlet schabowy. Because that's the only one I've really taken a liking to for now. I haven't tried a lot. I haven't tried many, but for now, that's the one.
And that's how I'm now hungry for the rest of the recording day. But going on, what advice would you give to someone from your country who is thinking of studying here? What piece of advice would you give?
Come. Because I promise you, you're going to like it. You're going to enjoy it because it's quite different from what we're used to back home. It's very good. It's a new experience, And I would also advise you to undo any immigration issues you might have very quickly. You shouldn't wait. You shouldn't dilly-dally. You should, as soon as you get here, try to settle your stay and get everything worked out. If you can do that quite early, you would have no problem here. You'd be living your life quite nicely.
Yeah, okay. And maybe there's something that you wish you would know before coming here?
I wish I had known that Polish food was not spicy. I would have brought a lot more spice. That's what I would say. I think that's the only thing. Maybe the language. I could have started. I would advise also on the advising us, like, start learning Polish from back home. It would help you quite a lot. Learning the language makes everything easier. Communication easy. If you're in the offices, it's quite easy to talk to the authorities. If you speak Polish, quite easy to talk to anybody on the street if you need help. If you speak Polish, so just try get it started. You don't have to master it. Just start.
And how's your Polish skills?
To jest złe, ale próbuję się uczyć.
I mean, pro tip for every foreigners who is watching this or listening to this podcast: if you come across any Polish person and you will tell anything in Polish, like just happened, you're already like, you're already my mate.
I'm trying to learn.
It's very good. It's kind of cute to see that a person from some external country, especially if it's from some country that does not have the same language group. I mean, it's not like a Slavic country, and that person is trying to learn Polish and try to utilize it. And anyways, and it's already a big accomplishment to that person that it tries to do so. And so, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And what are your plans for the future? Either maybe in Poland or maybe back to Nigeria or maybe elsewhere?
For now, since I'm actually graduating very soon, I will probably finish next year, February. So I'm planning on doing a master's. Definitely. I think I'm planning on doing a master's. I'm not yet sure where, but I'm definitely going to pursue a master's degree and also try to find work because the IT sector is pretty, there are less work available in the IT sector right now. So I might do my master's all the while still trying to get a job.
Yeah.
So, but my master's, I'm definitely going to do a master's.
But I think the cybersecurity analyst, the cybersecurity spectrum of the computer science, I think it will grow because there is some, let's say, layoffs in Poland, for example, in the IT sector because it's getting probably a bit too expensive for the companies to have a branch in Poland, and they decide to move to somewhere else. When the salary could be a bit lower, but that's probably that most applies to software developers. I mean, the cybersecurity analysts are needed everywhere. So I think you have quite a good future looking ahead.
I hope so. I hope so.
And finally, if you had to describe your experience here at the university in one word or sentence, what would it be?
I'm gonna need a minute.
Take your time.
My experience here in one word or one sentence.
Just to summarize
it. Damn, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I would say, from my perspective, never be afraid to try new things. Be ready to accept new things. New experiences. I would say that because you would meet a lot of people for sure. People that you are not familiar with the way their culture is. So be open to new experience.
Okay, and that I think sums us up. Thank you so much. Michael Thomas was our guest today.
Thank you.
A WSB-NLU student from Nigeria. And once again in Polish. I to by byłoby na tyle. Gościem dzisiejszego odcinka podcastu WSB-NLU po godzinach był Michael Thomas, student z Nigerii. Dziękuję wam bardzo za wysłuchanie i za oglądanie, za uwagę podczas tego odcinka. Odcinek zrealizował dla was Krzysztof Pazgan, a wydawali Amadeusz Rejentowicz, Jolanta Witowska i Michał Kapała. Ja nazywam się Maksymilian Motyka. Dziękuję wam bardzo za uwagę i za to, że poświęciliście nam czas. Polecamy się z kolejnymi odcinkami, które dopiero będą, jak i również tymi, które już są na tym kanale. I cóż, widzimy się i słyszymy w następnym odcinku. Do zobaczenia.